Jadi ini acara kita dari Qnet. Kita udah sampai di dalam, tinggal nunggu makanan aja.
Survive or past 20 years, it cannot be luck, or at least it cannot be pure luck. Okay, then someone may ask, so what is the secret or recipe of QI success? Does QI have a smartest person or most capable people in your workforce? I would say no, definitely not, because I know I'm for one is not. Okay. Then what is it? I would say my personal view, Mr. Bismarck. I think QI's success is because we QI people trust 100% or even more in our leaders, in Dr. Sri Vijay, in Mr. Bismarck, in their value.
Just to give you a background, on September 8, 1998, two men who were trying to save their customers conquered their fears and defied the odds and established the first company that will now be known as QI and QNet. The company was formed based on the belief and foundation that they can never abandon these customers that they actually first had in the Philippines. Even though the company that actually they used to work for ran away.
Joyeux anniversaire QNet,
Happy 20th anniversary QNet.
Bon 20e anniversaire QNet.
Happy birthday, QNet!
Happy 20th anniversary QNet.
Kami mengucapkan selamat ulang tahun untuk QNet.
Happy anniversary, QNet. 20 amazing years. Love you guys.
My wish for QNet is that we get stronger, we reach more people, more places, and of course, much more success.
Be as good and as cool as you are today.
Happy birthday, QNet! We love you! Happy birthday, QNet! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, QNet!
Joyeux anniversaire, QNet.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, QNet! Long live life, QNet! Happy birthday, QNet!
Happy birthday, QNet! Happy birthday, QNet!
Happy 20th anniversary, QNet! We are proud to celebrate these people who change our life. Change my life, change my wife's life, change all over the world our life. We love you, QNet. Happy birthday, QNet! Happy birthday, QNet! Yay! Happy birthday, QNet!
I'm looking forward for the next 20 years to make a new history, a new journey, and a new victory.
To many more and limitless success.
So my wish is to make the 20th year the biggest year possible.
It's been the most amazing journey, and if I'm born again, I'll take the same journey.
Bye. aja di sini.
Hello, jadi acaranya hari ini cuma seperti ini aja. Kita makan-makan. Terus tadi juga ada lagi draw juga, terus ada permainan game juga. Pokoknya seru banget ya.
Okay, welcome everyone. Okay, to the 20th anniversary. Okay. The reason we are here is because of each and every one of you, including the people at the head table. Okay. Each and every one of you has given us the ability to be here 20 years later. Not only giving you, okay, jobs, okay, not only giving our business partners opportunities, okay, not only giving the founders the ability to travel first class,
Nunggu info aja. Yang jelas hari ini pokoknya seru banget.
and to make more investments, okay.
When it was literally zero, nothing on paper, the company wasn't there. But what I bet on was not the company, because there was no company to bet on, but the passion of one person, that is my partner. And did I get lucky? I don't know, because I made a lot of bets in my life. One thing I learned that I'm not afraid to take a risk, because the biggest risk I ever took when I was a kid is when I left the comfort of my home at the age of 9. I left school, I left my mom, I left pretty much the house. And I had to live in a park. There would be nights, there would be days I would go hungry. Just to cut a long story short. So one thing I learned is that if you can risk your whole life, right? What's the risk of anything? In fact, so whatever opportunity came to me, I'll always bet on it. Because I realize, hey, if this opportunity is in front of me, why not take my chances? Because there's really no expert out there who could tell you this is the best bet, this is the best stocks, this is, the company that's going to be successful, this is going to be the next Apple, Netflix, or whatever. I don't know.
Hai guys, kita lagi makan es krim. Es krimnya bagus
So what we did 20 years ago, what I did 20 years ago, on my own, I took a risk. I never looked back, but good thing, we don't get to see the future. Because if I knew what I would have to go through, I don't think I would have taken that step. It's good that we don't get to see the future. But all we need to do is just take one step at a time. So you've all taken risks. Some of you, you've been with us, been employed by QNet, QI for some time. You took some risk, okay? And what's going to assure our next 20 years is we all take risk. So I'm not going to stand here and glorify what we've done in the past. For me, that's over. And I'm not so, I believe we could have done better, because there were companies like Alibaba that sort of like we started with. We didn't do as well as them, but, well, I would say, well, it's not so bad for, it's not so bad, but we could do more, and me and BJ right now is making a bet to all of you, the staff coming in, like we're done our time in terms of, we've run out of ideas. We need new ideas, and you guys are there to push these ideas. But of course, it's not going to be that easy. They're not going to be given the wheel to you, just hand over the wheel for you to drive. You must fight for it. Just like how we fought from the very beginning. So, my very message, and on our 20th anniversary, is that we should not, what do you call this? What's the saying? When you sort of like glorify your laurel, what you've done in the future. we should not sit on our laurels. Yeah. But we should really look what we could do now that could sort of like assure our company, and we should be, playing the major league, in terms of innovation. I believe what would really make QNet great, bigger than what we are today, is technology. We have the right heart. I believe our heart is in the right place, but we need technology to be able to reach more, like in terms of, I'm not IT, I don't know how to explain this, but I've seen.
Acaranya udah selesai. Ini kita perjalanan pulang.